All right. Peace, and blessings. Haki, me here, the Success Scholar. Thank you for tuning in, listening in. I wanted to do this piece. A lot of great things going on. I wanted to get my little walk on here today before state of Maryland injects its curfew slash mandatory quarantine, mandatory uh, isolation, which the governor starts at 8 p.m. I want to put a few things out. I reserve my comments and opinions because I believe that first and foremost we have to keep an open mind and just be ready to listen to the right individuals and individuals who have some unique and more insights than what we, in fact, may be having. And so, I've certainly been had access to some very, very significant intel gathering operations that I affirmatively believe would be valuable. Just this past Friday on my broadcast on 10:10 a.m. I'm on Fridays 4:30 p.m. where I co-host. We had a medical doctor on live with myself and so he's a Johns Hopkins MD, and so we interviewed him. But I wanted to really throw some things out there that I think are important just for everyone to be aware of. Of course, uh, I'm out here. It's actually like across the street, so close to my house. So as I continue to gather intel, it's important. I think some things we have to realize are just good housekeeping, good things that we should be doing actually anyway. So it doesn't really affect me to say that yes, I want to wash my hands and just good things in general. But there's a lot of other people's ideas that are out here, and I think we need to galvanize and be able to discern between what is hype per se and people's being extremists, as well as some rightful considerations. And several books I would like to be able to mention, of course, and many people know I work, do a lot of different types of work where I'm actually, an essential employee, and I'm able to really get have some unique conversations, some unique trainings, as well as what I do in terms of my own training. So, with that being said, uh, with that being said, there are several key influencers or people that I think we should be listening to. But some of my unique analysis come from my medical background or training, and I think that in general you can discern, well, I'm able to discern what is some good principles. Oh shoot, let me make sure I don't go too far. What is some good principles and what actually makes sense, right? So, and this is why knowing who to listen to at the right times to get the right intel. Like for instance, I do watch the president and the governor and just the general people, and I look not just in my local area, but also some of the debates that are going on in various states, right? For instance, oh man, this sun feels good. Please, sun, come on, come on. I need some sun. I know as soon as this is over, people going to be flocking to the Caribbean and to the beaches. It's going to be a mad rush, like, oh my God, like never before. um, Especially those in the up north. But I wanted to mention so that we had the opportunity, of course, and coming up this coming Friday, we're going to have the president of the National Black Nurses Association. So she's going to be on. I don't know how we're going to do this, but we'll figure out a way to make it happen. So, but again, with my medical training background, I've been able to really be able to have a unique comprehension of the health literature, as well as people who have an understanding of anatomy, physiology, but also those that actually do and engage in holistic health teachings. Like, for instance, and I'll just, I mentioned these key books. I would hope that you would think that are valuable. AIDS, Opium, Diamonds, and Empire. Definitely check that out. Dr. Nancy Blank, she's a black female Harvard educator, as well as, I'm sorry, the subtitle of the book is The Deadly Virus of International Greed. That's the subchapter of that book. And the next one, another Harvard grad, is Harvard medical doctor, is Dr. Harriet Washington. So I would encourage people to definitely get out here and get these books as well. Now, some of the unique people that I've been listening to right now on, and these other people, I mean, they may not necessarily have medical backgrounds, but, not everybody that's in the medical or scientific background necessarily has a unique or appreciative understanding of holistic health to really, give you a honest perception. And this is why we need independent investigators. So some of those that I've been listening to over the past 2 weeks, more intimately. One, Dr. Phil Valentine, he just did a video maybe 2 days ago. Google him, and he called it the coronavirus cover-up. So he said something about a 75 to 80% of the tests are not valid. So I'm gonna have to look back into that in terms of what his understanding was, because I heard that somewhere else as well. So I need to really get an understanding of that. But also, Sinetta did a panel discussion. Sinetta TV, for those who may not know, he's on in a SANETER. He did like a 3-hour discussion. Divine Prospect, Ankh, some Rob Bourne, a few other individuals. So definitely check those out. And I was impressed with Divine Prospect. I don't know what his scholastic background is, but I was very impressed with his, delivery, and how he, showed facts and realities as he expressed, and none of them said that they are experts in that field of science and medicine per se, to actually give a definitive analysis. But we can connect the dots, and this is where individuals like Dr. Phil Valentine and those other two books that I mentioned earlier, come into play. These are some Harvard MDs, so they've been in some sort of spaces that really, open up some ideas to people that we need to know. Some of the others that we should be listening to is Kidi Awadu. He's out in Vegas now, a holistic brother, but he's also a researcher. He's definitely worthy of us reading up on his intel, valuable, insightful. So we need to look at what he's been discussing in these regards. And one other person, uh, David Icke, some people call him Ike Icky. I've read his book some years ago, but I'm going to look at his tonight. But fortunately, over the next few weeks, I have a significant amount of time to really get a little into this a little bit further. And I've been stacking up on my herbs. I got my juicer. A blender. I just got some veggies in the car, just things to build my immune system. But the best immune booster is going to be just walking regularly. Of course, your breathing exercises. Uh, uh, there are certain, of course, herbs that you can take internally, as well as breathing in steam and putting some a hot cloth of peppermint and eucalyptus over your mouth, over your just things to breathe into to get your that those lungs really healthy, right? And where the transference of blood cells out of your lungs into your heart, becomes easier. So that's what you want. You want to build up that lung pressure. I feel sorry for people that smoke at this time. Those. If you ever thought about smoking, this is certainly will be an absolute ideal, most highest ideal time. Because you definitely want to avoid smoking and being in contact with people that smoke for real, because they are more susceptible to illness, having an immune depressed body. Okay, all right. So that was the emergency broadcast system telling us that at 8 o'clock you will be in your house. You will be in your house. So I think I mentioned all of the key influencers that we should be listening to, but definitely check out that piece. And other pieces, Brother Curtis Costs, vaccines are dangerous. A few other Curtis Costs. So look those up. Definitely, you can look up some of the other books. Their videos, Dr. Nancy Banks and Harriet Washington, because it's going to be central. It's definitely going to be essential for individuals to be aware of these things. So I think that's all I wanted to really say. Of course, follow your protocols or whatever it is that in terms of doing certain things the right way. Uh, Important, but you can go to another level than what traditional places are saying. Oh, one more. Let me mention Dr. Aleem Muhammad. I couldn't say, finish this without mentioning him. He was on a Carl Nelson show a few weeks ago, and I hope to have some different people on my broadcast over the next few weeks. So on Fridays. So we're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at that. But definitely thank everybody. Definitely appreciate everybody for watching. I hope that you got some valuable intel. Of course, you won't get these quality books from listening to anybody, because I put myself in a unique position, unique position to be totally conscious, totally aware, and totally empowered to, give an honest understanding, an honest view, and connect you to key influencers. So if anybody wants to get some more direct, of course, because I have some things that outside of my opinions, there are certainly certain facts that need to be shared, but also there are some things that, I can say offline that I don't necessarily always say online. So, but that's where it's good for me that I have enough clout and experience to share what I do know to the right people, and hopefully you can write down all the names or these people and go to their pages and get a little bit more. But I just definitely want to be someone that you keep in the loop. So, subscribe, and share, of course, and definitely tag me in anything that you think that I need to know about. And you can text me 410-209-9687. Again, 410-209-9687. Email Hakiami, HAKIAMMI at Gmail. Or, follow me on Instagram, Success Scholar, and Twitter, Success Scholar One. I promote various books as well. And, on the ground here, just went to a garden this past Wednesday here, right around the corner from here. So ready to ratchet that up. We should be dropping some seeds anyway. So hopefully, you all got something out of this, and let's keep building. So holla at the Success Scholar. I'm out.